think ties back to that, like how you're going to show up. And in college, I was really good at managing my time and managing my equipment, my commitments to be able to show up in that space and do everything that was expected of me. But I found that to be really hard in this career and like day-to-day work setting, because a lot of the times you don't get to choose your commitments, and that's not in a bad way. I have several like research projects that I'm working on right now, but that doesn't mean that I don't have to go check all of the traps. So there's this big balance of you're given all of these tasks and you have to figure out how in your 40-hour work week you can make all of that happen. And that has been really tough because in college, I wasn't getting paid and I could spend whatever amount of time I wanted to on different projects. And sometimes that meant staying up really late to make sure that I was fully prepared for the next day. And that's just been really different and kind of difficult to do in this professional setting when you're tied to a specific amount of hours that you're working on these projects. So making sure that you're getting that done. So overcommitment is something that I am working on currently. And then the other part of that is delegation. I mentioned that sometimes I have leadership roles within the field. So this field season, because of COVID, everything just, it was bonkers. So we were very limited in staff, and we had 2 new folks that hadn't really had any experience with a lot of our protocols and whatnot. And we also had quite a few people out on injury. So I guess we had 3 new folks. So the youngest, and at the time I was no longer the newest, but I was the newest before they had arrived, had to teach and be in the field with a lot of people who were depending on me to know what I was doing and to instruct others to know what they were doing. And it gets really easy to just do all of those things yourself, and not teach someone how to do it themselves. So something that I've had to step back and do is to actually teach, and to show others the skills that they are asking me to do. And I think I've done a really good job of that, and just taking a step back and delegating tasks and or showing them how to do it next time so that they can do it and I don't have to be a part of it. And believe it or not, it's way easier to share your knowledge with everyone else. So that way you're not the one every day that's having to make those decisions. So delegating and teaching, that has been a big one for me in my career.